Module 4, I'm going to start with the next topic, signal design for band limited channel. So when I'm going to design a filter, so what are the problem that I'm going to face and how I'm going to have to design the filter is the main intention of this topic. So the problem of designing a band limited filter, right, a transmitted filter, the first problem is that when I design a filter, I will assume that there is no channel distortion. Channel distortion is there, but initially I assume no channel distortion. Second is the problem of the filter design. So there is a filter design itself is a problem. If I design for 1 kilohertz, the filter bandwidth will be 2 kilohertz, right? And the response of the filter is not ideal. So as a result of this, I won't get the exact filter design. Now I have got H of f is nothing but C of f, GT of f. You already know this, correct? So when I design a filter, what is required? Constant magnitude is required. Means what? The amplitude of the filter should be constant, and linear phase over the bandwidth of the transmitted signal. Means the variation of the phase should be linear, right? When I started this module, I have told these things. So the top of the filter should be right flat, and the angle of the variation of the angle should be linear. It cannot be a flat. Now after this, C of f is a C naught e to the power of j 2 pi f t naught. Already I have explained C naught is the amplitude e to the power of j, right? Filter characteristics. F less than equal to W, you will have this characteristic. F greater than W, filter characteristic is 0. Then I'm going for one more now, Ym of t. Already I have explained x of 0 am plus, right, minus infinity plus infinity n not equal to m is this, followed by the noise. Already I have told x of 0 followed by a of m followed by, these are called inter-symbol interference. I don't want this term and this term, right? And the first term represents the original signal. So first term represents the original signal. So when I say the remaining term, you can observe here, remaining represents inter-symbol interference. Already I have explained, right, in the previous video. So black color and red color line, and remember, you go through that video properly. So amount of inter-symbol interference and the noise is present in the receiver, and it can be analyzed using oscilloscope. That means you can keep your right input you are going to give to the CRO, and you have to keep the CRO in XY mode. That is nothing but, right, use of oscilloscope. That the diagram is called eye diagram. So to study the eye diagram, we use, or the inter-symbol interference, we use CRO. CRO in XY mode. I am repeating, CRO in XY mode. So to the one channel of the CRO, I have to give you can observe a sawtooth waveform at that one side. So some waveform, sawtooth waveform I have to give. Another side I have to give the, right, inter-symbol interference input I have to give. So let us see this one now. See, I have transmitted 1, 0, 1. I have transmitted, data is continuously coming. See the upper portion of this portion, right? This portion, right? Please observe, eye diagram writing. I am considering my reference. Whatever you got here is on the up, and whatever you got here will be on the down part. Again, whatever you got on the up, is that clear, will be here. Whatever you got in the bottom, you will be here. So this is the eye diagram. Because there is no noise, it is very clear, and this is called eye opening. And if the eye opening is good, I can get back my original signal. If this eye opening is closed, I cannot get back my original signal. So I have taken a very simple example, one more. See, I have got a sinusoidal wave, no noise is there, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, and eye opening also I have written there. So what happens? Let us see a diagram here. I have got this one, upper portion distorted, it comes here. Next again the distorted, it comes here. Again the upper portion is distorted, it comes here. So and bottom portion distorted, it comes here. All the bottom portion will come here. If this opening is good, right, I can get back my original. I can keep my reference VTH value. Above VTH 1, below VTH 0, I can easily declare. But if this, because of the noise, everything is distorted. Everything is distorted. This eye opening is almost closed. Right? That means the eye opening is almost closed. If this type of things are there, you cannot get back this, your original data. So this, and one more diagram I have showed to you. See here, I have represented. See this, can you find this edge and this edge? And when because of this one top of the signal and bottom of the signal, same way this portion and this portion of the signal is there overlapping, this portion and this portion. Now same thing is represented in the diagram, in the form of the diagram, and it is from here. This edge is already shown, this bottom edge, this edge also I have shown to you, this also I have to shown to you. In the exam you have to write this one diagram, and this is a thing but the noise margin, and this is a thing but the time period over which the waveform can be sampled, that is TB, and this is a thing but the distortion at zero crossing. So what I have shown here whatever I have shown here from the here to here, right, this is say example one more I will show from here to here, because signal overlaps with each other, you will have some width there, that is a thing but your signal distortion at zero crossing. Even same here also.